Today I'm going to be reviewing the Polycarbonate Macbook from Apple. It was the last white MacBook that Apple made and was very popular, costing £999 or $999 if you're in the US. It was very good for the price, offering the same specs as the 2010 MacBook Pro, but for a cheaper price tag. So how does this almost £1,000 laptop hold up 11 years later? The price of these machines has now plummeted to around £70 to £80, roughly 8% of their original price, but this does reflect their usability. The first thing you notice when looking at a sub £100 laptop is the specs. The laptop features a 2.4 GHz Core 2 Duo processor with 4 GB of RAM, upgraded from the original 2 GB of RAM that shipped with this model. The laptop featured a 240 GB hard drive, meaning boot times are slow at around 1 minute and 10 seconds. One of the good things about this laptop is it does offer some upgradability. You can upgrade the hard drive to an SSD to increase read and write speeds and upgrade the RAM. Something you can't do, however, is upgrade the measly 256 MB of video memory, meaning you can't really do much video editing or anything that is graphically intensive. This means running any decent games without a service like GeForce Now is practically impossible. Well, unless it's Minecraft on very low settings. As said before, this laptop is basically a MacBook Pro in a plastic shell, but the screen is pre-retina, making viewing angles bad and pixels easy to see. It also features the same battery as the Pro, that is surprisingly still good today, lasting around 6 hours when doing light web browsing and word processing. This, however, is around half the time current laptops last while performing much more intensive tasks. Due to the screen's pre-retina resolution, you can only view things in 720p. This makes things like watching Netflix and YouTube doable, but there will be regular jitters occurring, making it a bit of a pain to watch. The device is very thick and chunky looking compared to today's much slimmer devices. The outer plastic picks up dirt and scratches very easily due to its all-white plastic design. This design is also known to crack on its hinges and in other weak spots. As you can see, the Ethernet port is damaged on this unit. The laptop actually weighs 4.7 pounds, which is heavier than the 2020 16-inch MacBook Pro, which only weighs 4.3 pounds, so this means carrying this around in a backpack will add a lot of weight. The MacBook offers a CD-ROM drive, 2 USB 2.0 ports, a headphone jack, an Ethernet port, and a mini display port, along with a MagSafe connector and a Kensington security slot. The Ethernet port offers download speeds of around 95 megabits per second, whereas the built-in Wi-Fi chip offers download speeds of around 74 megabits per second. Apple has dropped support for the 2010 MacBook models, meaning there are no future updates and they are now stuck running 3 major OS versions behind on High Sierra. You can use a patch to run newer versions, but this is not supported by Apple. The MacBook offers iMessage and iCloud support, meaning you can sync documents and photos, but it does not offer AirDrop, which is something I use quite a lot on my 2015 model. Unless you already own one of these laptops, or can find one for a very cheap price to use as a Chromebook, I really wouldn't recommend buying one of these laptops in 2021. So what are your thoughts on this 11-year-old laptop in 2021? Let me know down in the comments below.